Thanks for checking our channel here. This is going to be possibly a repair video on one of these little power module, power pack things that go plug into these like Zarebas and Charge and International, these ones that have the little plug-in module deal on the side there. Now we put a new one in there and the guy okayed it, but he said, hey, if you can fix my old one, I'll pay for the repair on that one, and maybe we can you know, have a good spare one. So we're gonna see if we can get it going again. I didn't plug it into the thing because I saw this hot spot on there and stuff, and pretty dinky little thing, but let's see what happens here. We're gonna go ahead and replace both capacitors. I did some checks on some stuff. I forget what this thing is. I think this is a old style diode, this big old thing. That's at least how it's wired up as, or what it's used for. It's a diode. But we're gonna take the big capacitor off because it's got a big bunch of crap down inside. They're all boogered up, and we'll go ahead and replace the other small one right above it here. So got my soldering iron all warmed up, so we're ready to start this process here. Alright, let's suck the solder off the board there. Go over to here and do the same thing. These capacitors do have a polarity to them, so they have to go in the right way. And I'm going to pull the other small one off here. Come on. Oh, hot. Alright, and then we'll go over to here. I think this is the other solder joint. Alright, it's not that one, it's the one right next to it. Electrically the same spot, but I gotta pull the solder off this spot right there. If you got a fence charger of some sort, electric fencer, fence energizer, fence controller, or whatever they want to call them, if you got one that's not working right, send it on in here. Let's take a look at it for you. Alright, now these do go in a certain way, and I pre-marked the board with a little plus, so I knew the plus is on the right hand side and negatives on the left, and so they do have a polarity to them. Some capacitors don't, some do, and this one particular one does. Now this is a new one, a lot smaller in size, but it's the same exact rating, you know, so. Now we'll take the other new one. It's got the negative going this way. So let's see. Right there to there. Alright, solder that stuff up. We'll solder that little spot. Then I'm also going to do a little continuity check on the track here because it looks a little boogered up. Ow! Something biting my leg. my meter out. I'm going to do a little continuity check. We're going to go from here all the way down to here. That's good, because I saw this track's kind of scuffed up. I think this is cosmetic. We'll do here to here. Alright, it's good. Now let's here. Oops, God dang it. Okay. This thing had a crack in the top of it, so I figured it was bad. Like I said, I think it is used as a diode. So what we'll do is we'll take a pretty good sized amp diode and we'll put it in there. I don't know which way it's supposed to freaking go, because got a plus stamped on there, but what that means. Alright, so let's pull the solder off of there. Hot. I don't know what kind of solder they got on it, but man, it stinks. Phew! Come on. Okay, let me go grab something real quick. I need to double check something. Well, couldn't find what I was looking for. Well, we're going to put this in this way. And if it doesn't run, we'll flip it around and put it in the other way. Because diodes are like a one-way device. They only let current, power, whatever you want to call it, go through it, flow through in one direction. And it protects power from going back another direction if you don't want it to. That sort of thing. Okay. Well, let's slide that back in there a little bit. Now this, I just made a video on this thing just a little bit ago. This one actually works. And this has to be plugged in a certain way because it's got a certain pattern to the pins. Alright, wish me luck. Alright, nothing. No. Grab this board without shocking myself and pulling a bunch of wires out. let's take that diode out and flip it around. Alright, desoldering. And there may be more wrong. Maybe that diode's in the right way and there might be more wrong with this than that. So, now I guess before we reverse it, let's check these resistors. I didn't even check those. Brown, green, brown. Oh crap! I don't remember my color. No, brown's 1, green's 5, and brown. So 150 ohm. All right. $156, $154. So those two resistors are fine. Let's look at these two resistors there. That's yellow, violet, yellow. What the hell is that one? Yellow is 4. Yellow, violet's I think 7. It's like 470,000. That resistor might be bad. It's reading open mega ohms. So 470,000 ohm. So let's get the old. Got it in there. So they have bigger wattage rating than this. These are kind of small. These are 2-watt resistors. They're 470K. Yep, that 470K. These are 2 watts. These are quite a bit bigger physically, but they're big enough to handle what we're trying to do. There's 470 ohm. Keep out. Just make sure we're. These are labeled kind of funny. It's 47 ohm. 22, 10, 50, 510. Check those two here in a second. Oh, there it is, 470K. That's the one we need right there. Alright. Lay these back in there best we can. Alright, we'll check one more down over there. Let's see, this is a brown. Oh, man, yeah, what a tight spot that is to test. God dang. Let's flip it over and maybe test it from the back side. I think it's from here to here. A little low, but I think we can make it work. Alright, so let's pull this little. Pull that one out. Okay. And then we'll plug it in again, try it. Still won't work. We will reverse the diode. It still won't work. Could be this. These are hard to find. At least the right one. Ow. Make sure you're getting the right ones. All right. We may do all this work and we may strike out. But try to help the guy out. Put this back in again. Dang. I don't want to put it together all the way because then it's a nightmare to get back apart. It's clicking and it's flashing, but it is slow. Now there is a device on here that we can tweak and change the speed on it. At least we know I got it flashing again. This little device right here, I'm just going to turn it to where I just turn like a quarter turn. It's like a potentiometer. It's basically like a dimmer switch. You can speed it up and slow it down. One way you turn it, speeds it up. One way you turn it, slows it down. So I don't want to turn it too much and not know where I was at. See what happens. A little faster, so we're heading the right direction. Speed up a little bit more. It's a little slow. Pop this part again. We'll do another. This is fast. That's as much as it's going to turn. Let's just turn it back the other direction. See, I think we did turn it the right way, but let's turn it and see. Basically, turn it 90 degrees the other way around. And if it really slows it down, then it's maxed out. You know, the way we turned it was basically as much as it was going to go. If it's really slow, then we got to go back the other way. Yeah, a lot slower. Yep. All right. Get out of there. I'm going to turn it as much that way as I can and just see what we're working with, because I'll just have to tell them, say, hey, unless we can figure out what size it is, maybe we could buy another small one and put it in there. Okay, that's like 1 meg. Let's turn it all the way back the other way. Come on. I don't know. Might just have to be stuck with what it's at, or he may not want it to be that slow, and it's just that's just what he's, and he just won't fix it. And then maybe we'll have this as like a test thing. It's slow. It's not that slow. Getting about 5,000 volts out of it. All right, well, I just have to chat with the customers, see what they would like to do. If you like this kind of stuff, appreciate you watching us. If you got one and want to take a look at it, be happy to take a look at it. And until next time, we'll see you guys later on.